recording, and we're recording on both ends. Hello, and welcome to the Here with Joe podcast for Monday, February 26, 2024. How you doing? I am here. You are Joe. Let's into it. We're a day late, not a dollar short, and it's fine. All right. First things first, and I might say this a few times because I'm recording it and I'm trying to get it right. Okay, so for the audio people listening, I apologize if I take two takes on this. But this is an ad read, and I will never edit the audio portion of this podcast, okay? The audio portion of this podcast isn't a podcast. It is a fucking confessional in which I speak to myself like a fucking lunatic. All right? The fact that you're listening at all, you're the crazy one, to be honest with you. You should feel weird. Okay? This is my lunch break today. Okay? I'm sitting on the side of the street in my car yelling into a microphone by myself. Okay? Fair. Okay? That is a little weird. But you know what's weirder is you're driving to work right now listening to me do that. Okay? But I'm thankful you're here, and please don't leave. I need you. And please tell your friends. But I'll never edit the audio portion of this podcast. Okay? That's too much work. And the entire point of this podcast is that I want to do as little work as possible in promoting myself, stand-up wise and material wise. Okay? That's why it's called Here. I'm just here. Okay? That's it. I'm doing the bare minimum here. However, tomorrow, Wednesday. All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this a few times. All right, Wednesday, February 28th, 2024. Are you ready? Huh? We got the Faster Horses show happening at the Hollywood Legion Post 43, Hollywood and Highland. Legendary venue. Absolutely fucking legendary. All right? This place was built in the 19-teens, I think, maybe the 20s. 100 years old. The bar we're playing at is, dude, it's had fucking icons just hanging out there. There is a corner of the bar called Bogart's Corner. You know why? Because he would sit there, the fucking lush that he was, every fucking Thursday or whatever, and he would sit and drink old fashions or whatever. At that time, it was probably just now fashions. Drinks all night and making little notches in the bar. You can go see the notches. Last time we were there was a whole argument between members of the American Legion of whether or not The Shining was shot in that room, in the bar scenes. Half of them were like, no, that's just something we tell people. The other half was like, nah, dude, you told me, and now that means it's fact. My point is this place is a fucking legendary Hollywood. You got to see it, all right? So you better come out. We're almost sold out. This is a show we've been wanting to do for a year, and we're finally doing it. It's a comedy and country jamboree. It's going to be a fantastic time. I want you out there. If you have ever asked, hey, when are you doing shows in L.A.? I want to come out. If you've ever asked that question and you don't come to this show, you're fucking dead to me. You're fucking dead. Get your ass out there. It's going to be a good time. We got some of the best comics in the country. In the country. And I'm not talking about me. I am going to be there. and Bruce Gray, co-hosting, co-producing Bruce Gray, the bastard of Bakersfield, the bastard of Bakersfield, Bruce Gray. We got Craig Conan. We got Laura Bites. We got Chris Estrada, and we got the legend himself, Eddie Pepitone. Okay? Not to mention music by Max Axton and Bad Moon. All right? It's going to be a fucking ballin' ass night. Get your ass out there Wednesday, February 28th, 2024. Okay? I might say something again. For you audio listeners, I might do that whole thing again, and I'm sorry. But you're here, and you're just going to have to deal with it, okay? Both of you. What else do I want to talk about today, huh? Oh, I just passed, just now, on my way to the podcast studio. I just passed one of those fucking Tesla trucks. They're on the road now, people. The Tesla CyberTruck, is that what they're calling? Dude, the only way, if you haven't seen one in traffic yet, the only way I know how to explain what it looks like, have you ever had like an old relative or someone you love, someone that you care about listening to what they're saying? Have you ever had them pull you aside and be like, hey, check out this fucking hilarious YouTube video, and they show you something that was trending 8 years ago, and you got to sit there and be like, I'm not gonna fucking make fun of you to your face, but in my head I'm thinking, what are you doing? All right, it's over. Why are we doing this? You look ridiculous. No, this is worse, because that person doesn't look ridiculous. They just found out about that. But it gives you that same, like, this is an old meme. This isn't something you base. You know what it is? No, it's not someone showing you a video. Seeing a Cybertruck in traffic is more like when you see someone who saw a meme, thought it was hilarious, and then they went and bought merch for that meme. That's what it is. You're like, what the fuck are you doing? Why do you have a Bad Luck Brian t-shirt on? Was it that important to you? Huh? That's what it is. Because if you just discovered it, that's different. Then it is that funny to you. But if you discovered it 8 years ago and you made it part of your life, you're insane. Cybertruck people, you look insane. It is not a good look. It's ugly. We all know it's ugly. When it came out, when the concept came out, we thought it was a joke. We thought, okay, this is funny as a concept, but at some point they're gonna, they'll clean it up. It did its job to get everyone interested in it, but they'll clean it up. That's what all car companies do. They didn't clean it up. They said first draft, it's perfect. First draft? The first draft was perfect? You look ridiculous. You're driving a triangle. You're driving a fucking can. It looks insane. I don't know, man. But you want to, it's a statement. It's a statement that says, you know what? I like car companies that are run by drug addicts. It's the same hey, that's what the DeLorean was, wasn't it? Wasn't the guy who was like, I'm going to fucking make it a DeLorean. He was just coked out of his goddamn mind. Did that. And then it went under. So who knows what's going to happen to Tesla. I'm sure they're going to be fine. What else do I want to talk about? It's award season again. And people are in their feelings about awards for movies and TV shows. Let me tell you something. I think I already talked about this, but it bears repeating. The Oscars and the Emmys, all that shit, it's not real. okay? It ain't real. You don't have to defend people who are getting snubbed. It's just a marketing campaign for those things, which fair, you know? Back in the day with like VHS and DVD sales, you know, a movie that was like an art piece that they didn't expect to do well in the theaters because, you know, not that many people want to, you know, risk $20 to go to the theater to, you know, to watch a experiment, basically. You know, we got to recognize those pieces of art, right? And you do that through award shows, and you recognize that this is canonized above the rest. All right, it has a good concept. The problem is but at the end of the day, it is just campaigning. Okay, that's why you see billboards that say for your consideration in cities full of people that vote on those things. Okay, it's just an ad campaign to drive sales, to help those sales sell. Okay, now that we have that as a base understanding, can we understand that maybe now in this day and age where, you know, the selling of DVDs and VHSs isn't as important as just trending. Yeah, just trending online is more important than you know, winning an Oscar. So maybe now the ad campaign is more about, hey, we're not going to put the money in getting people to consider us for an Oscar, because maybe the movie that we did, it would actually be more beneficial for us to not be nominated, because then we can get the snub trend going. Okay? It makes more sense now if you're at that cusp of like good enough to be nominated for an Oscar but probably not good enough to win. Well, let's not put any marketing into getting nominated. Instead, let's hope we don't get nominated. Then we'll put all that marketing money into, hey, we got snubbed. And now you got a fucking legion of super fans and people that just love to argue online. Turn it into a whole fucking, you know, figure it out. Is it political? Is it cultural? Whatever. Is it racial? Is it gender? Is it whatever? Is there a reason why they're not being nominated? Put all your money into that basket. Get it trending for a solid 2 weeks, and then those people will buy and rent that movie. Even the people that hate it, that are against it, they can be like, oh, let me watch it. I'll give it a chance. Yeah, I'll fucking watch it. It's not worth it. You know, just to keep people arguing. You're being played, people. All right? I don't care what you believe about fucking whatever movie. They got snubbed or didn't get snubbed, that won that shouldn't have won. You're being played. That's all it is. It's a marketing campaign. Having said that, American Fiction, my favorite movie of the year, I believe. I think it was better than Oppenheimer. So good. Go watch it. 5 stars. And it kind of touches on what I'm saying a little bit. It kind of touches on that. Fantastic. I am on my lunch break. I don't have time to do. I think I'm going to cap it at 20 minutes today. Let's get a little more. We'll get a little more because I got to make a fucking clip for the show. All right, we got like 10 tickets left to sell before we sell out. We really want to sell out the first show, so I want to get a good clip for it. All right. Here with Joe is brought to you by Faster Horses, a new comedy show, a comedy and country music jamboree at the Hollywood Legion, Post 43 at Hollywood and Highland. Let me tell you something, folks. Wednesday, February 28th, it's going to be a fucking hootin' good time, all right? It's going to be fantastic. We got Laura Bites. We got Craig Conant. We got Chris Estrada. And we got the legendary Eddie Pepitone. All right? Get your ass out there. If you haven't bought tickets yet, $20. It's easy. All right? And by the way, cheapest drinks in Los Angeles. I'm not even going to say how cheap the drinks are because I don't know how they get away with it. They said it's because they're a nonprofit. Those drinks are downright. I mean, we're not even talking Midwest prices. All right? We're talking Southeast Asia prices. Okay? It is irresponsibly cheap to drink at this bar. Okay? Get your ass out there. It's going to be a good time. Let's fucking go. Faster Horses. Follow at Faster Horses on Instagram. All right? And Eventbrite. Let's go. All right. I think that's the podcast for this week. I got to cap it short. Obviously, I'm going to be there on Wednesday. I got a show in San Diego, I think. I don't know if it's this Friday or next Friday. Shit. If you just go on my website, herewithjoe.com, I keep it updated. The calendar is updated with any shows I got in and around town and around the country. I don't have much outside of California on the books right now, though. Okay? You know how we can fix that? Is you go to my Instagram, you click on the links, and you sign up for the email list, and you tell me the city you want me to come to. All right? That's what we're trying to do. I would like to come see you. And that's it. All right? I think you guys are great, and I can't wait to talk to you again next week. Okay, buddies? All right. Bye-bye.